So today, this is our third day for our words of inspiration by God. So I am excited again to share and to enlighten our day. So for now, we will use another book, um, Sons and Daughters of God by Ellen G. White. So for today's topic, we choose to please God, not ourselves. Hmm. Okay, let's start. We choose to please God, not ourselves. And he that sent me is with me. The Father had not left me alone, for I do always those things that please him. In John 8:29. Had he to Christ, okay, addressed to Christ. Had he chosen to do so, he could have passed his days in the world of his own creating, in ease and plenty, and claim for himself all the pleasures and enjoyment the world could give him. But he did not consider his own convenience. He lived not to please himself, but to do good and lavish his blessings upon others. There is no help for man, woman, or child who will not hear and obey the voice of duty. For the voice of duty is the voice of God. The eyes, the ears, and the heart will become imperishable if men and women refuse to give heed to the divine counsel and choose the way that is the best pleasing to themselves. The man or woman that leaves the place that God has given him or her in order to please inclination and acts on his own devised plan meets with disappointment because he has chosen his way instead of God's way. Our Heavenly Father is our ruler, and we must submit to his discipline. We are members of his family. He has a right to our service. We must not study to have our own way, but God's way and God's will. Human beings suffer much because they step out of the path that God has chosen for them to follow. They walk in the sparks of the fire they themselves have kindled, and the sure result is affliction, unrest, and sorrow, which they might have avoided if they had submitted their will to God. Whatever path God chooses for us, whatever way he ordains for our feet, that is the only path of safety. With the eye of faith, with childlike submission as obedient children, we must look to God to follow his guidance, and difficulties will clear away. The promise is, I will instruct thee and teach thee. So, we choose to please God, not ourselves. So in this world, in this modern world, there are lots of temptations na dumarating sa buhay natin. We meet success, we experience failure, kasi we do those things, we try to reach those things for ourselves, to please those people who surrounds us. Pero we tend to forget that sana gagawin natin yung isang bagay na ito because we want to glorify the name of God. We want to please God. I want to attain this kind of position kasi I know na if nandyan ako sa position na yan, mas lalong maging powerful yung influence ko to my subordinates to share the world of God, to share who is God. Sana ganun yung iisipin natin. Like, gagawin ko tong bagay nito kasi it brings me closer to God. Hindi yung, okay, dapat maging ganito ako sa ganitong day. Ito yung goal ko, maging boss ako, para maging powerful ako sa mga subordinates ko, para mataas yung sahod ko, para ganun. It's for your own benefit. Nasaan si God? Saan siya nakaposition? Saan mo siya ilulugar? Wala. If that's the case, mahihirapan ka sa lang yun, pangmandalian or saglit na kaligayahan lang. Pero kapag gagawa tayo ng mga bagay na in every step, lahat, in every way, God is with us. Sabi niya nga dito, He will clear the way. Siya mismo yung gagawa ng paraan para smooth yung paglakad mo. Walang distraction, walang obstruction. The question is, kahit ako, tinatanong ko rin yun sa sarili ko, how would I know na ito yung gusto ni Lord sa akin? Ito yung will niya for me. Diba? Kasi hindi ko naman siya nakikita, hindi niya ako sinasabihan directly na ito yung gusto ko para sa'yo, anak. Diba? Hindi. So, paano natin malalaman? So, tinanong ko rin yan sa mga sisters ko, sa mga kasama ko sa church. So, sagot nila, so, if you know daw na ito yung will ni God sa'yo, if habang inaabot mo yung certain thing na yan, parang naging close ka, you bring yourself closer to God. Hindi yung maraming distraction, parang maraming nagsasagabal, at saka wala ka ng time to read Bible, wala ka ng time para sa mga Bible studies, wala ka ng time sa pag-pray, kasi nga, your mind and your heart is focused sa ditong daan, na which is, nagpapalayo ka sa faith mo kay God. Hindi yun yung will ni God. So, if you try to pray, and then, God will instill His message to your heart. Parang, okay, ito yung gagawin mo. Magtiwala ka lang. Kasi tuturuan kita. Ako yung magbibigay daan para maabot mo yan. Don't forget na habang lumalakad ka, pag nandyan ako, kasama mo. Let's open our Bible. So, I'm using the New International Version, Young Women of Faith Bible. This is my personal Bible and gift po to ng ate ko ng graduation ko. So sweet. Okay. So, in Jeremiah 29:11, it says that, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." So I know that every one of us has own plans for ourselves, but all we need to do is to pray, to ask, believe, and you will receive it. Okay, just like what written on Mark 11:24. "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours." So, if you pray, if you ask something to God, believe it na hindi man siya darating agad-agad, pero there will be always a right time, a right moment for that. So, and I know that yung mga plans naman natin is for the glorification of our Lord God, and yun po yung palagi nating tandaan na we're here in this world for be the sons and daughters of God. Because God is our Father. So, He is a source of everything. So, He is our everything. So, let's submit ourselves and be an obedient children of Him. So, ngayon, meron pa akong ibibigay sa inyo ng mga book. Have 4. So, the title of this book is The Power of Hope. It is overcoming depression, anxiety, guilt, and stress. So, ito po. Ito po ng content nito. Nabasa ko na po to and it really helped me. So, and yes po. Timely din po. Lalo na ngayon na